Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So how's everyone doing today? I mean, it's been such a really difficult time, hasn't it? I mean, it's just been so tough. Keep thinking about Diogo and his brother and his family, of course, and it's just devastating. It really is. And I tell you, when something like this happens, we always say that it puts things into perspective. And we say that, it shows that football is not the most important thing in the world, which it's not. But it also shows how important football is to people, because the tributes and the messages over the weekend for Diogo was, it just showed the best of people and it brought people together. And it really is so tough. And the players go back to work tomorrow, back into the training ground, and he's not going to be there. And I really feel for them. And it's just going to be such a sad, it's going to be sad for a long time, really. And I feel for the players, the new players. Kirkes, Frimpong, Florian Wirtz, they're supposed to be coming in with real excitement. They're joining Liverpool. It's about winning the Premier League and the Champions League. And, it's really exciting for them. It's a step up in their career. And they're joining the club at a time where it's just a sadness. Just a sadness around Liverpool at the moment. And, I'm hoping that, with the players back in training and they're spending a lot of time together, that it gives them strength. And I'm hoping that as the weeks go on, the sadness kind of turns to determination and motivation to kind of to give it their all for Diogo for next season, and to try their best to win the Premier League and the Champions League, because that's what Diogo Jota would have wanted. And it's not going to be easy for them. I'd love for the players at the end of next season to have the Premier League or the Champions League and to put it down on the pitch and to place Diogo Jota's jersey in front of the trophy, and for them all to sing "You'll Never Walk Alone" in front of the crowd. And that would be just a perfect way to end what will be a difficult season, and it will be a difficult season. And the manager, Arne Slot, he proved in his first season he's a brilliant manager, and he's great at motivating the players, and he's just, I always said he was a genius. But you have to remember, his job is to get these players ready for the new season, but he's going through the same emotions. He's grieving as well. So it's going to be difficult for him. We really don't know what next season is going to bring, because, it's easy for us to say, no, it'll drive them on, and, hopefully it'll give them motivation, to do their best for Diogo. But you just don't know what way the players are going to react. People react differently with things like this. So, and next season, whether we have a good season or a bad season, honestly, I'm not going to criticise the players. I think whenever a player doesn't play well, he deserves criticism. But under circumstances like this, we have to cut the players a lot of slack next season. We really do. We just don't know what way they're going to react. And, it's going to be tough on them. It really is, because pre-season is of course it's about getting ready for next season, but it's also about having a bit of crack. We've seen all the videos of pre-season and previous seasons, and they're having a bit of a laugh, as well as training and stuff. But they won't feel like laughing for a long time. They really won't, and it's going to be tough on them. But hopefully, as the weeks go by, they will. It'll be easier for them, hopefully. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, it's just a heartbreaking time. It really is. So I hope everyone's doing okay out there. And thanks very much for watching.